It's a cold November day. I've got my bag packed. I'm jumping on a plane. I'm heading to New York to join the Queen Mary 2, where I'm off to the Caribbean.
I'm back in New York on this beast, the Queen Mary 2, and it's docked at the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal. Now, I've been on this ship quite a few times. It's the transatlantic ferry predominantly. It's going backwards and forwards from Southampton to New York, but it's just about to embark on its Caribbean voyage. So the first stop is going to be Tortola. I feel a little bit like Jane McDonald, but take a look at this. It's absolutely huge.
The RMS Queen Mary 2 is 345 metres long and travels at 30 knots.
What an amazing view of New York over here. This is Manhattan here. This is downtown Manhattan. And right up there, you can see the Brooklyn Bridge as well. Now, if I turn to the front of the ship, you've got a great view over the Statue of Liberty as well. It's an absolutely beautiful, wonderful day. And the weather's not too bad either. Every time I come here, it's either too hot or too cold. This is in between. It's lovely. Now, this is the iconic funnel of the Queen Mary 2, and when the ship actually goes underneath the Verrazano Narrows Bridge a little bit further up when it sets sail, the illusion is that it's actually going to hit the top of the bridge.
I've got a few hours to kill, so I decided to get off the ship and explore the local area, Red Hook. Red Hook is set against the backdrop of shipping yards and pre-Civil War warehouses in Brooklyn. It's got a real laid-back feel to it, with young families and creative professionals making up a large part of the area.
So usually when people get off the ship, the passengers, and they get off here in New York, they head straight for Manhattan. But I don't have a lot of time today, so I found this area ages ago. There's an amazing chicken place. It's like a bar. It does like really nice sort of smoked chicken. So I'm gonna go in there and stuff my face. I remember coming here about 4 years ago, and it was kind of up and coming, and just speaking to a couple of the shopkeepers, they've seen a lot of the bars, a lot of the shops all change, become quite gentrified. However, they don't reckon it's going to change too much here because there's no subway system. That's a tube system to us English folks. But walking around, it's really nice. It's got a nice vibe. It's really chilled. It's like, it reminds me of San Francisco in a way. And I found a place with a rainbow flag. So I'm going to check this out now.
After an afternoon exploring Red Hook, it was now time to secure my position on the deck, ready for the sail away. The sail away from New York is always a popular attraction for the guests. And what better way to say goodbye to New York but with a glass of champagne? Our first port of call after New York is Tortola in the British Virgin Islands. We're arriving there on the 30th of November at 7 AM.
After 3 days at sea, finally here in Tortola, and here it is. It's beautiful. The weather is fantastic. It's 24 degrees C. It's quite humid though. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get off for a few hours, and I'm going to find a beach bar. Now, I remember coming here actually a few years back, and there was a beach bar which was in that direction. That's all I can tell you. It was around the corner somewhere, but it was fantastic. So looking forward to going down there. And you can see that all the new shops that have popped up down here, because a couple of years ago this island got completely devastated by the hurricane, and all this was completely annihilated, all that. So they've rebuilt it, and they've done quite a good job really. Now, there is actually another ship in port. Compared to the Queen Mary, it towers above it. It looks like a little ferry, bless it. It's a Silver Sea. Have a look at this.
After doing some detective work and speaking to some of the locals, I actually found out the name of the beach bar. It was Nanny K.
Well, I found it. I'm here at Nanny K, and it is amazing. It's a really nice, quiet little beach. It's tucked along the coastline. It's actually about a 10-minute cab ride from the ship, and it costs about $15 to go like 3 miles. So be prepared to pay that. So you get here, you buy your drinks, you buy your food from behind the bar, but don't make the same mistake as what I did by going to the pool area. I got told off for being in the pool area. Apparently that's just for residents. There's no signs. I mean, I'm not psychic. So anyway, I'm just gonna chill now and take in the lovely view here in the Virgin Islands. Nanny K is a definite sort of magnet for the crew on board the ships. They tend to head here. So it's a little bit like a mini version of the boatyard in Barbados, for those of you that know that. And it is lovely. You can get your food here. There's beach games, volleyball, there's a swimming pool, but you have to pay. Of course, you've got the beach. And they used to actually have some sort of like water activities, but they've stopped at the moment. It might not be the season. But hey ho, onwards and upwards. I'm now going to enjoy my Carib, as you do here in the Caribbean. Cheers. The hurricane was back in 2017, and you can still see now that they're still trying to rebuild the island back up to what it was. Apparently a lot of people didn't have insurance, so they've just got up and just gone. But some of the houses completely destroyed, so one house and one road just all gone, and the next one next door, perfect. So a lot of people trying to repair their lives here as well.
The ship sailed later in the afternoon, heading for Dominica with the rainforest. Look how calm the sea is. It's almost still and beautiful. From past experiences of being in this area, I remember the flying fish, and you can see them here. That's the lines going across the screen.
Here I am today in Dominica. Now I remember coming here actually when I was in the early 20s, which wasn't that long ago. And it's all rainforest, you can see it just there. Now Dominica has quite a lot of different weather systems going on. It's a volcanic island, and I've got to tell you this, Christopher Columbus came here and he described the actual island because of its rugged terrain by getting a piece of paper, crumpling it up and just dropping it down, and said that's what Dominica looked like. Now we're currently in the main town of Rosso, and that actually got burnt down in 1805. It destroyed a lot of the town. It's got a big French influence here. It's in between Martinique and Guadeloupe, two of the other Caribbean islands here in the eastern part of the Caribbean. Beautiful day, it's boiling hot. It's 26 degrees here at the moment. You can see the volcanoes at the top as well, so you can do tours at the volcano to actually look at the steaming pools. Predominantly the island has got dark beaches because of the volcanic nature of the island, but there are some white sandy beaches as well. I just thought I'd take this opportunity to have a look around the local market. I've already picked up a couple of fridge magnets. What else can I buy? Hello my love, how are you? Oh, I'm just doing my YouTube video. Do you want to say hello on YouTube?
My name is Susan.
Susan.
I'm from Dominica.
Okay.
Welcome to Dominica, beautiful island, beautiful country. We have the river, we have the waterfalls, we even have the greens. Dominica is a very green country.
It's got a lot of different climates here, isn't it?
Yes. And then we have a lot of friendly people and a lot of lovely people living in Dominica.
There you go, that's why you got to come here.
That's why you got to come here and bring your family here so you can enjoy Dominica.
If you want to come and see this lovely lady, she's actually right by the port where the ships dock, aren't you?
Right here.
In the market.
In
So
the
you
old
just
market.
cross the road.
Yes.
She's tucked away in a little corner, bless her.
Oh, yes.
And what are you selling?
Shekels made from the Caribs. Also we sell this made from the Caribs, this made from the Caribs. Also this made from bamboo.
So do pop and see the lovely Susan. She's in the market right behind the Dominica Museum.
There's no problem getting tours here at all. There's loads of tour operators and cabbies down there waiting to take you up to the waterfalls, go see the whales. You don't have a problem finding any bars here because it's where all the sort of reggae music's coming out of. The architecture's fantastic. I mean, look at it. And to think a lot of this all burnt down in 1805, they rebuilt it. It's very historic. I can't believe it, I've just come out that market right behind me and two people have offered to braid my hair. Have you seen my hair? I don't think so.
In the evening, the ship set sail to my final port, Barbados, where it's time now for me to actually fly home. I don't want to. I want to stay.